Hey you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna just get straight into it. I know I had been saying I was gonna be doing videos to discuss my spiritual journey and things that I've been going through, or things that you are gonna have to expect, or you should expect that you're gonna go through during your spiritual journey. Yeah, I ain't even coming up in here and trying to look all fancy because it's real. So I'm gonna give you some real tea. So the main thing, really, the toughest part of this spiritual journey for me has been realizing, seeing people for who they really are. Period. Point blank. Period. Seeing people for who they really are. This has been the toughest part of the journey for me. And then the being alone part, I've been enjoying that part. The toughest part was just me realizing that everything that was sugar coated, glitz and glamour that I had built up in my mind and my imagination, none of it was true. None of it was true. Especially coming from a place of codependency and abandonment issues. Spirit really opened up my lies. Hey, really opened up my eyes, because my eyes were lying to me. If we're gonna be honest about it, my eyes were really lying to me about certain things, and I just be prepared and be ready. When you go on your spiritual journey, it's a lot of heartbreak. It really is a lot of heartbreak. It is not all glitzy and glamoury. It's not all yin yang and peace be still, and it's not. It's really not. And like I said, suffering from codependency issues and abandonment issues, starting off from the mother abandoning me to not knowing who the father is. That was a lot for me to take. And I mean, even though universe and God did provide me with a parental. God did provide me with male and female parentals. Like I did. I had my grandfather and I had my grandmother. I had my aunt. I had my uncle. So I still had but when you sit there, and this is why it, like, really recently I've been talking about doing the social media detoxes and just trying to avoid, because TV and social media, you look at all these people, and you looking at people with their daddies, and you looking at people with their moms, and their moms are still comforting to them and communicate with them, and it's just like when you don't have it, everybody seem like they got that Bill Cosby show life, and you're just trying to figure out, why the fuck don't I have that? Like, why didn't God give me that? Why does God, you start to just question. You start to question so much, and it's like, even though I have siblings, like, why don't we like the siblings on TV? Like, why don't we hang out? Why don't we do this and do that? Like, why don't we get along? And Spirit really just, like, and in my mind, I had I started lying to myself. And I'm like, yeah, you do have this. You do have close family. You do have and I do some of my family I am close with. My auntie, my pawpaw, me and my birth mother, we kind of work on a relationship now, and my nieces, like, and it's just one of my sisters, we ain't gonna get to that, but one of my sisters, we were able to communicate and work stuff out, so I feel in a better place with that. But then I still have another area that I gotta go. Eventually I'm gonna deal with. We're not getting into that. And it's just other siblings. There's just. It's just that. But God, like I said, where I felt I lacked, God did put something there. So I had a cousin that took the place of sisters when my sisters were missing. So it's just like we overlook a lot of the positive shit, because we so desperately want what we see others have, and what we see on the TV, and what we see on social media. But it's just like, anyway, that's really the part, though, that's been hitting me the most in my spiritual journey. And it's just like, God and Spirit is just like, you really got to look at this and deal with it for what it is, and know that it's okay. And then it's just like, certain people And this goes not just for family, this is for friends and relationships. It's certain people that I take the good that they do, because I always used to hear when people do bad, they'll run with it for a lifetime. But when somebody do something good, you only hear about it for a couple of moments and then it's over, which is facts. That is true. But my thing was, I took that comment seriously. So when people do something good for me, I'm gonna speak past tense, because it's like I said, it's past tense. We can go speak. This is not my future no more. Now I'm using spirit and I'm listening to spirit. So my whole thing was, when somebody do something good for me, I would hold on to it. Like, whether it's a gift or it's a toy or it's something nice that they did, I'm holding on to it for dear life. I'm holding on to it. I would hold on to it so much, to a point that when this person or the person would do something negative to me, I would ignore whatever negative thing they do and just be like, well, they did this and this and that. So they don't mean no harm. They don't mean no harm. They really do love me. They really, truly, are here for me. Everything's fine. Like, I would just ignore the actual abuse, which is probably what I feel a lot of women and men that are in abusive relationships, that's what they do. They hold on to the good so hard. And that's literally what I was doing with family and friends. It's just like, I'm holding on to this good, not realizing that the person is still toxic. And I would still fight for these relationships with people when people just did not want the relationship with me. They just did not want the relationship with me, and the spirit had finally, once I crossed over and I started truly listening to spirit and what spirit had to tell me, it's like, you got to really look at this for how it is. Look at how they talk to you. Pay attention to the words and things that people say, because honestly, let me tell you something. Like I'm not already telling you something. People say what they mean, and they mean what they say. And I know a lot of people like, oh no, I just said that when I was mad. I said that. No. You got to believe people when they say shit to you. You really got to believe them, because what they allow to come out their mouth is truth, whether they're in control of their emotions or not. Because now I'm at a point now, if I don't mean it, I'm not going to say it. And then when I look back on my life, and I know some people are like, well, that's true for you, that ain't true for everybody. Let me tell you, it's true for everybody. Because when you really do love people and you really do care about people, it's just certain things that you're not going to allow to come out of your mouth. It's just certain things that you're not going to allow to come out of your mouth. You can always trust what a drunk man got to say, just like you can always trust what an emotional person got to say. It's damn near the same thing. You're out of control, you're inebriated, you can't control what you got going on. But it's just, now I'm at that point, because it was really, and that was my biggest thing. Anybody know me, they know I'm hard-headed, okay? I didn't like to listen, but now I see the value in listening. I see the value in listening when people talk. And it's just, now when I look at it, and that's just been the toughest part for me, because like I tell you, I was holding people at high pedestals because they did something nice for me, or they would be there for me when I felt like I didn't have anybody else, when the whole time really you got yourself. Please, I know so many of y'all feel like y'all are alone, and especially if you're going through your spiritual journey, you might really have that feeling of being alone, but you're never, hear me when I say this now, you're never alone. Trust me. Just because you can't see with your earthly eyes does not mean that this and the sensory, your sensory around is not feeling. Okay? You could feel when there's something, you're never alone. That's all. I just want you to know that you're never alone. So when you do, just talk out loud. Talk out loud, but be sure that you speak positive, though. Be sure that you speak positive energy, because you want to make sure that whatever you do say, you're attracting positive spirits with it. Because that positive energy that you speak off will run off the negative, period. I don't care what nobody got to say. But I've been getting the message from Spirit that I needed to put this out there. I really needed to speak on it. So I don't know who may be at this part in their spiritual journey right now where they're dealing with the truth and things that they are really finally starting allowing their self to hear. But just know that that pain don't last forever. And when somebody say something, believe what they say. Trust them. Trust them. Okay, trust them. And that's why I'm so big on listening when people talk. Oh, I'm gonna listen to you. Not only am I gonna listen to you, but I'm gonna watch your movements when you talk. I'm gonna watch you. Point blank, period. I can always tell a person, and if you somebody that's looking at this video right now and I don't fuck with you, I watch you, I listen to you. You're shifty. You're not real. You can't make eye contact. You're not even honest with yourself. So how can I expect you to be honest with me? We just gonna keep it 100. Okay? So that's been the toughest part of this spiritual journey for me right now. Now, it's the toughest, but I am happy that I went through it, because it's very lightheartening. Lightheartening, is that the word I want to use? It makes you feel lighthearted when you finally start accepting truth for what it is. The truth shall set you free. And then not only once you really start listening to people and you really listen to what they got to say, you realize just how hurt other people are. Yeah, they hurt. And you know, a lot of the mean shit they say it to you because they want to hurt you and they want you to feel just as hurt as they are. That's why I say trust people when they speaking shit. And when you first get that sense of that toxic energy, or you get that negative energy coming off of them, back. So get back. I don't care who it is. And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't care if it's your mother. I don't care if it's your father. I don't care if it's your best friend. I don't care if it's your sibling. I don't care. Back away. Spirit will pull you. Your soul, anybody that's going through that spiritual, your soul knows what you need and what you don't need. Your soul knows what's for you and not for you. Maybe that relationship with that family member is not for you. It's not for you. As much as social media and other people tell you, oh, you need to have this relationship with this person, you need this relationship with that person, you don't. Because it's so funny. There's always a motherly figure around. There's always a fatherly figure around. There's always a sister or a brother. There's always, everybody carries that type of energy with them. Some are more than others, less than others. But, like I said, that has been the toughest part of my spiritual journey as of right now. It's just seeing people for who they really are. But I am very grateful for it because it has helped me conquer the codependency issues. It's helping me conquer the abandonment issues. I'm gonna just say conquer because I feel like I conquered it. Okay, I really do feel like I conquered it. Okay, I'm telling people because I know it's a lot of people that's gonna watch this video and you may feel some type of way. Don't feel no type of way. We all have to go through our healing process. And if you were once somebody that was a friend to me, or you're a family member, I do love you. I do love you, but I don't love you enough to allow you to hurt me, honey. Y'all be blessed though. I say bye bye, you know what I'm saying?